What is going on, guys? It's your boy Big Dylan and welcome back to another Destiny What's Using Weekly Heroic Strike Guide. This is May the 9th to the 15th, so without further ado, let's just get straight into it. So for the modifiers this week, we have Heroic, Voidburn, Brawler and Shaft. So the two good ones are going to be Brawler and Voidburn. So let's start off with some weapons that I'd recommend using this week. Obviously, any of the Void Elemental primaries from any of the raids would be more than usable. Some more than others, some are definitely going to be better options. In my opinion, Word of Crota, Steel Medulla and Aethion's Epilogue are definitely the best three out of the lot of them. I just think the King's Fall weapons are just slightly lacking on the the reload speed front, and they have like weird recall patterns, so I would definitely recommend the other three. If you don't have any of those, definitely recommend just a normal standard legendary scout rifle or a hand cannon, as they do have higher base damage per shot, and scout rifles are really flexible in PvE. As far as special weapons go, again, make sure you're taking advantage of the Voidburn modifier, so anything with the Voidburn on it is going to be more than usable. Telesto is the only Void exotic in the game, so that would be usable as well. As far as heavy goes, again, like I said, same for special. Make sure you are using something with Voidburn to get the full advantage of it. So again, you've got a choice of 3 exotics as far as heavy goes. Now for the Warlock this week, I definitely recommend running Voidwalker. If you want to look at my build on screen right now, feel free to copy it if you want. I do actually have a build guide on this or somewhere on my channel if you want to go try and find it. But I like to use Obsidian Mind. You could use another build as well with the Scatter Grenades and the Nothing Magical Gauntlets. That would be more than viable as well. But anyway, let's move over to the Hunters. Like I said, for Hunters, I would only use NIGHTSTALKER this week. I wouldn't really ever recommend Blade Dancer for PvE. I think it's a really bad subclass. Golden Gun obviously is Voidburn this week, so definitely for NIGHTSTALKER it's going to be the better option. If you want to have a look at my build on screen right now, I'll just leave it on for a few seconds. But make sure you're using stuff like Light of the Pack so you can create orbs of light for your teammates. Predator, definitely give this perk a go. You get decreased shadow shot cooldown, and if you shoot your tether a little bit too early, it'll wait there for the enemies to spawn. I like to use Vanishing Smoke simply so I can go invisible for revives, and obviously Black Hole for the super, mainly because it's very easy to use. And that's pretty much it. As far as exotics go as well, I mean, I like to use Bones of Ao on my Hunter, mainly for the movement speed, and there's not really any other exotics for the NIGHTSTALKER as far as things go. But anyway, let's move over to the Titans. As far as Titans go, I would recommend a few things. Now, the clear and obvious choice is to go with Defender this week. It is your Void subclass. If you want to take a quick look at mine, it's on screen right now. I like to use Illuminated with Weapons of Light and just, get a lot of damage into certain enemies, especially when it comes to the boss fight. I like to pop my bubble down and deal a lot of damage with my teammates. I just think in general, it's a really nice subclass to play as a team. However, if you don't feel comfortable using bubble, you feel it's sort of hindered down, you're not using your super very often, you want to be running around killing things, feel free to use Sunbreaker or Striker, okay? Don't sort of feel like you can't use them. As far as things go, because Defender is quite limited to what it can do, doesn't really have a very good super as far as killing enemies go, so definitely these are two viable options as well depending on how you feel, but Defender is always the recommended subclass to go for. Anyway, hopefully this gives you an idea on what to use in strikes this week. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel for future Destiny content. Thank you so much for watching, and peace.